Today we hop right into the action in our draft-only franchises. We've got our home opener, Sid, the hometown kid, Lowry, playing in front of the hometown fans for the first time against a reloaded Magic team that's made a couple of impressive additions here in Paul George and Alperen Şengün, as Jaden Hardy gets the scoring started from deep for us. Wagner with it, dishes to Paul George. He tries to go inside on the pick and roll, but it's nicely anticipated. Sidney Lowry pulls up in transition off the mark. Magic, now the other way. Paul George top of the key. He's just pulling it from deep. Too strong. Nashville in transition. Bruce Brown, he is stopped up by Paul George. Finds AC Stevens inside. A good pump fake. Frees him up for the basket. A quick 5-0 lead. Paul George, that's too much space from deep. Did a nice job utilizing the screen for the Magic's first points of the game. Sidney Lowry blocked by Wagner. Gonna get another chance here from the mid-range, but he's off again. A quick 0 for 3 for Lowry. Maybe trying a little bit too hard in his first home game. And the transition 3 from Banchero will give the Magic the lead. Hardy had a clean look from deep, but he can't hit that time around. On the cutting play, Banchero with a flush. And the Magic now lead by 3. Stevens gave him a look in the post. He decided to do nothing with it, but still as the shot clock expires, he makes his move and hits the shot. Sidney Lowry, he gets that tough shot to go over Wagner. His first basket of this game. On the other end, Wagner gets a wide open look from the mid-range. The leaner is pure. Paul George, shot clock winding down. He's trying to get to the lane, and he's going to get the foul with just 1 second remaining. A little bit of a bailout foul there from Bruce Brown. Going to give Paul George a chance for 2 free throws. Scoring 22.5 points per game in his first 2 games with Orlando. Jaden Hardy, he's drawing a foul on the other end, and this shot is good as well. Nice job fighting through the contact, and the three-point play is complete. Knotted at 12 apiece here. 7 minutes left in the first. Nice play by Stevens on the defense to force the point-blank miss from Şengün. Brown can't hit the 3. Orlando running the other way. Banchero gets right around Jalen Johnson, and the layup is good. A couple of nice transition buckets for Banchero early in this one. On the pick and roll, a little stop and pop from Jalen Johnson falls through. Teams going back and forth here in the first half of this first quarter. Stevens, that's a nice shot. And 1 on the jumper. He's got a chance to give us the lead with a free throw, but it's not his specialty. He's not terrible at it. He has ratings in the high 60s, but he does miss this one. He misses a lot when we watch for some reason. Through, Summer League and the first game of the season. Wagner, they're making quite a questionable decision. Hardy drives in, gets the help defense, and that's a wide open corner 3 for Lowry. Pure. We've got the 19-16 lead. Paul George trying to come right back and tie it back up, but he is too strong on the shot. Cutter play for Lowry. That's a nice pass by Bruce Brown. Hits him in stride. And another basket. Sidney Lowry starting to heat up a bit after a questionable start. Off the dribble, Banchero can't hit that 3. Not exactly his specialty. Lowry with it. Has to put up something late in the shot clock. Can't find it there. That's one thing that you could maybe say is a struggle for him. I think his jump shot doesn't have a lot of lift, and his point of release isn't very high, and so a lot of these contested looks, he just has a really hard time getting, a clean look off. Here he has more space, but still can't hit the shot. He's been shooting quite a lot here in this first quarter with varied success. And Jaden Hardy, nice job doubling Banchero with the help defense in the post. That would bring in the backups. And Jalen Suggs would not waste any time getting his first basket down the barrel. Chucky Booker off the bounce pass. Nice job by Livingston. That was not a lot of space there for that pass. Suggs off the dribble again. No good, but Şengün with the board. Wide open Banchero. No good either. Really clean look, but did not go the Magic's way. Booker, he's pulling from deep now. I don't know how much I love that shot. And that one is too strong. Banchero and one with Moses Moody defending on the cutter play. Banchero with a chance to bring this back within just 1 point, and he does just that. Zaire Williams almost pulled the three, instead finds a nice pass. What a decision. What a play by Williams. And then Booker, of course, with the finish, has a chance for a 3-point play as Jonathan Isaac enters the game for Paolo Banchero. Free throws up and in. 3-point play is complete. Wagner gets the Wendell Carter screen, and he does the exact same thing we just did to them, and it works just as good. Livingston, that is not a great shot. He is not a great 3-point shooter, and that's way too early in the shot clock to be shooting something like that. He was horrible last episode, and he's really got to show me something. He wants to keep playing. Livingston, there you go. That's a nice pass, and Zaire flushes it down in transition. Up to 28 points here in the quarter. Wagner rattles out on the 3-point attempt. There's 30 seconds left in this half. This will be our last shot. Williams splashes in the three. 31-24, and the Magic have 12 seconds to come up with some sort of answer here. Gonna get a decent look for Vassell. Can't hit the shot though, so it will be a 31-24 Nashville Sound lead heading into the second quarter. I really liked what I saw from the squad here in the first on both sides of the ball. Thought for the most part we were taking good shots, and we were hitting them when we were getting them. And then defensively, we made some things tough for the Magic. Jalen Suggs gets the scoring started here in the second. Livingston tried to dish it inside to Bruce Brown. That is picked off in transition. Franz Wagner to the rim. Slams it down. And the Magic have done a pretty good job in this game, I'd say, of taking advantage of their transition opportunities. And then Livingston just gives it to Suggs, his second consecutive turnover. Another quick shot by the Magic, and another quick make. Down to just a 1-point lead all of a sudden. 6 quick points for Orlando. That shot's not going to fall for Zaire. Not a terrible look, I'd say. Suggs pulls up, but Chucky Booker did a nice job on the contest. Livingston, pick and roll. This time he's stopping and popping, and he does hit the shot. About time he did something for us in this game. Wagner, he's picked off by Zaire Williams. Nashville running the other way. We end up slowing it down and running a full set here. And we find Zaire on the cuts for the slam. Suggs gets a Wendell Carter screen. He is off the mark on his 3-point attempt. Livingston going for the hoop again, and another nice finish by Zaire Williams. Suggs. And that pick and roll has been the offense of this second unit for Orlando. Pretty much every possession, and this time it works out for a Wendell Carter 3. Going to a post touch for Josh Shelton, guarded by Jonathan Isaac. And he airballs it. That was not a pretty look. Vassell catch and shoot. Can't hit it, but Bruce Brown is shaken up on the play. He was one of the better players last episode to start Season 3, so don't want to see him get injured. He's kind of the veteran that helps things go for this team. Zaire. I like it when he shoots off the catch, but not so much when he shoots off the dribble from 3. That's not his game. That is the game, however, of Paul George as he gets that shot to fall for him. On the cutter play, again, AC Stevens. These cutting plays been working out for us here in the second quarter. Paul George rattles in the 3 off the screen. Did not have a ton of space there, but he made it work for him. Hardy, shot clock winding down. Needs to come up with something. Just tries to scoop it up, but it's offline. AC Stevens with the board. Back out for a 3, Hardy. This one is good. That's much more his shot. Gives us the lead back, and Wagner trying to trim it to 1. He does so on the layup. Moody, top of the key. Goes inside. Quick pass to Stevens. Tries to make the move to the rim on Şengün. He'll get the foul. Like to see him go 2 for 2 here. He's got 8 points and 4 for 4 shooting. Just need to see him make his free throws. He does make the first. But can he go 2 for 2? I don't think I've seen him go 2 for 2 yet. Probably because he stands so far back. Like, what is he doing? Step up to the line, dude. Maybe you'd make 2 free throws in a row. Sidney Lowry decides not to take the 2 screens, and he gets picked off. And nice diving attempt by Stevens, but it's not going to work out for us. When you had 2 guys screening for you, I don't know why you don't take them. Paul George pulls up from the corner, and it's good. He is on fire in this game. Hardy, pick and roll with Stevens. Stops in the paint and pulls up for the jumper, which he splashes in. Been a very good Jaden Hardy game today, I'd say. But it's been an even better Paul George game. We cannot stop this guy. Hardy to Jalen Johnson. Forced to take up a bad shot with no time on the shot clock left. Not our best possession. Double comes for Şengün in the post. He finds Vassell open in the corner for 3. Orlando starting to outplay us a bit. What a pass by Hardy, and it's a slam dunk for Stevens. Wow. Hardy with a bullet from full court for the quick bucket from the center. Hardy pushes ahead to Lowry. Finds Jalen Johnson, almost stolen by Wendell Carter. Jalen Johnson looked like he was waiting for him to come back and play some defense or something. But he gets the bucket. And we're sending doubles at Paul George. And I don't like when 2K sends doubles. There's nothing I can do. Playing CPU versus CPU. The only thing you could put for doubles is manual instead of like automatic, and that works when you're playing the game, but when it's CPU versus CPU, the CPU will just send doubles because it's technically the CPU coaching the team and not you. Results in so many easy baskets, and Sidney Lowry got bailed out there with the shot clock winding down, just looked for the foul and got it. Can he go 2 for 2 from the line? I know his free throw rating is a bit better. Drains the first. Some of Orlando's starters back in the game and goes 2 for 2. We got 51 all with a minute left in the second. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I hate the double in this game. It's so poorly executed. And just results in way too many easy shots, man. Lowry off the mark from the mid-range. Got a decent look at it. And we're sending another double, and guess what? It's another wide open basket. 3 possessions in a row. Or sorry, 3 out of 4, I guess. We didn't double in 1 possession. And it's been a wide open shot every time. It's just not a worthwhile play in the game. And the game like judges the success. Like, are they judging the success of the double because Paul George isn't scoring? I don't care if Paul George is scoring. I care if the Orlando Magic are scoring. This time he's not doubled, and he got space there. Nice step back jumper. Lowry. Decent look from 3. Missed it. And Caro, he's pulling up from deep now. This one is good. Orlando ballooning up to a double-digit lead. Hardy draws a foul on the drive from Alperen Şengün. A little bit of words exchanged there. Hardy hits the first. And he hits the second as well, up to 13 points. Like I said earlier in the second, really like what I've seen from him today. And that was a nice pass from Anthony Black to Banchero in the corner. Bruce Brown doesn't look like he's too seriously injured as he's back in this game. But there he is, turning it over, trying to hit Sidney Lowry. Anthony Black on the other end. Little floater is good. Orlando really starting to pull away here. And what? That's not a foul? You're telling me that's not a foul? Sorry, I gotta watch this again. That's the most egregious foul of this game. He didn't even touch the ball. That's all arm. You gotta call that. Sorry for interrupting the fast break, but that was ridiculous. That was the most obvious foul of the game. Nice finish by Stevens there off the Lowry pass. Didn't think he had much space there, but he finds the bottom of the barrel. And another double for Paul George. And this time, it doesn't result in the basket necessarily, but it does result in 2 free throws. Banchero offline on the first, but goes 1 for 2. Hardy, solid look from deep. No good for him. Orlando going the other way. Correct state, just wrong city in it. Hardy finds Brown. Another solid look, and our shots are just starting not to fall here as the game goes along. I don't think we're getting as many good shots, but even when we are getting some pretty good looks, they're just not going in. Need this here from Lowry. Come on, baby. It is good. We catch a break. Trim it to 13. George gets doubled, and it leaves Banchero wide open, and he scores. Oh, my gosh. Jaden Hardy, that is a beautiful drive on the other end to put it in for 2. And Paul, stop doubling Paul George! It's not working! Oh my gosh. I'm getting incredibly frustrated. And then Josh Shelton just waits until the shot clock expired to shoot that ball. Oh, lovely, dude. We're selling this game away. Remember the first quarter? That was fun. Before we started sending doubles and just giving up points every possession and started missing our open looks. That was a fun time, that first quarter. Down 17 all of a sudden. Zaire Williams, solid look from the mid-range, pure. Halfway through this third now. Paul George, off the mark. Hey, look, you can miss a shot when you don't double him. Maybe we should stop doing it. Bruce Brown, that was just a bad possession. Didn't get anything close to a quality look there. Wagner from deep. He's too strong. Shelton. Just sitting there, not doing anything with the ball. Eventually swing to Brown, but he can't hit the 3. Paul George. Off the line again. Starting to cool down a little bit here. Livingston pulling up early. No good. Oh boy. Offense starting to look ugly here. Defense, and then we just leave him open? I mean, I know I'm complaining about sending them doubles, but then you're just going to go and leave them? I don't know if you're going to want to do that. God, what is going on with the defense, man? Vassell, open in the corner. Splash. We're down by 20. You got to be crapping me, dude. What happened in this game? I know what happened. We started doubling and giving up a bucket every single possession that we did. That's what happened. And then the offense started kind of just missing their open looks. Moody. There we go. Splashes home the 3 off the screen. While George off a screen himself had a lot more space and used it well. Livingston, pick and roll. Chucky Booker finishes through the Vassell contact. Has a chance for an and 1. This team has absolutely fallen apart later in this ball game. I mean, I gave this team a compliment in the first quarter, and they proved that they didn't deserve it. That is stripped by Wendell Carter. No way. Orlando gives to Jonathan Isaac. Handoff to Suggs. He is stolen from by Devin Livingston. Nice job by him. Moses Moody. Inside to Zaire. Not a great pass, but he handles it and gets the slam dunk. Suggs stops and pops from the mid-range. His shot falls. Now 90-69. Zaire Williams draws contact with 34 seconds left in the third. First free throw falls. Orlando making some substitutions ahead of this second free throw, which Zaire Williams puts right down the barrel. 30 seconds left. Should be I don't know why I've called them Miami the second time. Orlando's last possession here of the quarter. Vassell draws the foul. First free throw in. Second free throw is up and down as well. Back up to a 20-point lead. We've got one more possession. Sidney Lowry in the game for it. He's going to try to drive in and just too much on that little short jumper. And this team has blown this game majorly. We scored 31 in the first. We scored 40 throughout the second and third combined. Stopped scoring, started allowing them to score pretty much every possession, and I watched the entirety of this fourth quarter, but I'm not going to subject you to do the same. It was a lot of what we saw in the third quarter, where doubles allowed the Magic just to score at will. We did pick up our scoring, scored another 30-point quarter, which was fun, but it was just not a fun quarter overall. The defense was just as bad as it was from kind of the end of that second quarter all the way through the third, and we get blown out of the water in this game by 25 points. Orlando is a good team, so I definitely didn't expect to win. I was pleasantly surprised with the first quarter, and then just very disappointed in kind of how we ended the second quarter and played the third and fourth, really. AC Stevens was awesome in this game. 23 points on 11 of 11 shooting, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 turnover. Jaden Hardy also was excellent. 22 points and 4 assists on 13 shots. Lowry ended up having a very, very rough fourth and ended with 19 points on 21 shots. Did have 6 assists for us. Zaire, 18 points on 7 of 10 was excellent. And that's kind of who led us today. Livingston also had 7 assists, but 3 turnovers. Bruce Brown did not shoot well. And that's basically what happened with this game. Took a promising start and just crapped all over it. Gonna start some simulation today, and once I figure out where I want to simulate to, we'll look at the box scores of the wins. So simulated up until the Rockets because Lynn Montgomery is on the Rockets and I want to see them play. We only got 1 win in this time. Our closest loss was here against the Knicks. Most of the time we were getting blown out. Hardy put up 21 points in that game. Lowry with 10 points on 9 shots. Doesn't look like he's having the greatest start here. But other than that, these were all just absolute blowouts until we beat the Trailblazers by 2. Patrick Baldwin led us in that game. And Sidney Lowry had 19, 4, and 3, 14 and 10 from Stevens, 10 and 13 from Jalen Johnson. We didn't shoot particularly well. Hardy was only 1 for 9 in this game. That's not great. Livingston was 2 for 8. Not loving what I'm seeing from him overall, but we're going to keep this season going in our next episode, which will be coming out soon. That's all I've got for this one. And I'll see you then.